What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys on the Steam Deck today. And today, we're gonna try Dying Light 2 again. It failed to run, but I decided to update Proton, and I think the Steam Deck itself updated and the game updated twice since I tried last time. So I tried it again last night, and it actually launched, just so I'm not making another one of those videos where, oh yeah, it doesn't work. I don't want to make multiple ones of those. The next time I do a video on a game, if it doesn't work, the damn thing is gonna work. So it seemed to launch. I even did a benchmark where I just let it run in its default settings, which it defaulted everything to high, which gave us a whopping like average of 22 FPS, which I was kind of expecting. This is a really hard game to run. It even brought my 3090 to its knees on ultra wide when I was playing. At least with ray tracing, I had to use DLSS balance just to barely stay over 60 in some spots, and even then it still dropped to like 56, 58 here and there. But that was one of those games where the ray tracing is so damn good, the game actually looks terrible and kind of just dull without it. Kind of like Cyberpunk. Both games just really did good on their ray tracing. A lot of games, it's like, I don't even really notice it. Like Far Cry 6, I don't even notice the ray tracing in at all. All I notice is the gigantic, well, not even gigantic, but the fucking frame rate hit. So I'm like, all right, F both of those fucking things, you know? But anyway, we're blabbing on and on. Why don't we get the Steam Deck hooked up to our capture computer, look at some settings and get some freaking gameplay, and actually see if this thing can handle Dying Light 2, Stay Human. I'm hoping it can at least be 30 FPS on like a mixture of medium and low settings, but hell, it might not run very well no matter what settings we use, and that's the exact reason we make these. But let's get that thing hooked up and take a look.
All right, let's start off our Dying Light 2 here on high. We're just gonna see how it runs. It's probably gonna run like absolute garbage on the highest settings, but that's okay. We have to try it anyway, otherwise how will we know? So let's just scroll through these two. They definitely made it interesting, that's for sure. Anyway, to the game. Well, benchmark, rather. Well, here is the benchmark. We got a whopping 20 FPS average, a minimum of 14, and a max of 34. Not very good, no. Definitely not playable. But still, we'll go get like a teensy tiny bit of gameplay just to show you how unplayable it truly is. And then we'll move on. Here we go with a little gameplay. If you can call it that. It's almost like a slideshow. Well, let's try to jump around and do some stuff, I guess. All right. Nope, that's punch. We gotta figure out how to work this bitch. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, at least he grabbed it hold. I don't really want to go down and fight zombies yet. Especially not with this kind of frame rate. That would not be in my best interest. Can I jump to that? No, not really jump, but I kind of could run to it. There we go. Try to jump across here. Nice. But alright, as you can see, very unplayable. I wouldn't want to play like this, so why don't we try dropping the settings to medium and see how that does. Now for medium quality here. So let's just cruise on through our settings before we run a quick benchmark. Hopefully this goes a little bit better. Still probably won't be exactly playable, but I'm hoping it'll at least be above 20 FPS the whole damn time. This game's probably going to need like just some custom settings to run at like even close to 30, but we'll get to that at the end. For now, it's time for a benchmark. Well, at least this time we basically got 30 FPS average. We still got a minimum of 19, but I forgot to tell you guys, I kind of noticed it always drops down into like the low 19s every time it goes black and changes to the next level. So that's not exactly true minimums. This is exactly why benchmarks aren't the best to do and just follow by. But then we got a max of 37. So to the game. Well, here we go with some medium settings now. Well, more like gameplay, but we're still dropping way under 30, all the way down to like 22, 25, 24 there. So some people could still play like this. This honestly kind of feels like playing games on old consoles like PS4s and whatnots. Uh-oh. I fell on a zombie. Now they're angry at me. Hey, I didn't mean to fall on your friend. Fuck you. I punch. Get the fuck up off me, you bitch. I punch. I punch. I punch and punch and punch some more. Punch, punch, punch. Fuck up. Man, I'm getting pretty fucked up. I should probably finish this guy off, or try to. Damn it, no, they're swarming me. If I take too many more hits, I'll die. So let's just run away. We shall flee. Haha, I have fleed, but I can't get up there, shoot. Well, whatever, we'll go over here and just kind of like... Oh, nope, we got another zombies interested in us. Well, we'll just go down to the end of this, and we'll just call it quits after that. So now, let's go move on. Well, now we're gonna do low, which does turn FSR on. So let's just look at all the low settings here, which still keeps the texture quality on high, because pretty much needs to be, or the game looks like crap. But alright, now let's go do the bench. Alright, we got 59 FPS average this time, minimum of 29, and a max of 67. But it did not look so good. But at least in the benchmark anyway, it got decentish frame, so why don't we go hop on into the game and see how it does. Well, here we go. I don't know what button to hit to use that. I used to be able to swing around with like a grappling hook. Wonder if there's anywhere else to go through here. Let's try going through another entrance. Is there any more? Yes, I can go over here. And we're definitely getting a lot better FPS. It doesn't really look the greatest anymore, but if you guys like FPS, this is definitely a way to go. If you don't care about what it looks like and would rather have more FPS. Me, I think when I get my settings, I think I'd rather just have it look nicer. So I'm probably going to limit it to 30 FPS. Even though I don't like 30 FPS, I'd rather have a smooth gameplay with it still looking really, really nice. But of course, that's just me. That's why games have options. Can't climb up that. So, can we jump from thing to thing? Let's test out my jumping. Because it doesn't look like there's anywhere ready to go on this motherfucker. So let's try. And if I fall down, I'll have to fight zombies. Alright, we made it to that one. Now this one seems like more of a jump, but we made it. Alright, cool. We made it across, and now let's move on. Now we'll do very low, which turns on FSR, and it does balanced. So let's look at the advanced settings real quick before we get to the bench. And this pretty much just turns everything down to low as it could go, really. It still doesn't go lowest texture, though, unless there is nothing. Well, there's got to be a low for texture. They can't just turn texture off. Wouldn't be a game without textures. But all right. We just reached the bottom, so now let's move on. Now, the very low benchmark's done. We still average the same 59. And we got a minimum of 52, or 32, I mean. And then we got a max of 70, so it didn't really seem to help us out that much more, and I think it looked a lot worse, honestly. So, if you care about FPS, I would just go with low, regular low mode, and just run with that. But, now, let's just go see how it looks and plays. Let us get a little very low gameplay in now. Go back out this way again. Let's go up here. And we can just run down the trains. This would be a great way to get around. Make sure no zombie before you jump down, and jump back out to the next train.
I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for winter.
Okay, you're a good guy. I almost
Good
killed
seeing
you,
you.
buddy. But alright, why don't we go ahead and move along. Now we're going to give FSR a try, so I figured, fuck it, let's try putting it up to high quality. It's probably not going to help because it's just not possible to run even with FSR, but figured that's a great test for FSR, so why not? Obviously you guys can mess with FSR with all the different settings. It's not just limited to high, of course. But that's just what most people use it for, so I figured why not give it a shot. So let's go run a bench and see how it does. Benchmark's all finished. We got a average of basically 30, 29.8 or 89, and we got a minimum of 18, which that shit's bullshit anyway, and then we got a max of 36, so seems like it's going to be a 30 and under experience at this point. But still, let's go find out by jumping into the game. Let's get ourselves some FSR Ultra Quality in. And yeah, we're definitely dropping under a little bit here, down to like the 27-ish, but at least not horrid. I'd still prefer to at least stay over 30 if I can help it, but I just don't think that's going to happen, at least when I get to my settings, because I want the game to still look really good too. So it's still probably going to drop down to like 25 here and there for my settings. But I'm reluctant to use FSR on the Steam Deck and my laptop as well. They just seem so low resolution. Using FSR just makes most games look like crap. Especially when you're gaming on such a small screen. I will say, when I do this and upscale it and do all that stuff, it makes it look so much worse than it actually does on the Steam Deck screen. That's why I like doing, what do you call it, a little camera recorded too, just so you guys see what it looks like for real. Well, as best you can through a camera lens, going through YouTube and all that. But why don't we move on now? Now, just FSR quality now. Saying we're just going to leave all the settings the same for all the FSR tests. Seems fair. Even though I don't think it's going to help no matter what, still, it's only fair to keep it the same. If we start messing with it, that negates all of our testing. So we'll scroll on down here to the bottom. And alright, now to that benchmark. Well, benchmark's all done. We got the same basic average, same basic minimum, but our max did improve a little bit. But still, our average didn't really change much, so it's probably not going to be that much different besides looking way worse. But still, let's go get that gameplay now. FSR quality now, so let's run around. First, let's collect some honey. And we'll pick up some flowers. And some more flowers. Hey, pick them up. There we go. Definitely would not be very fun sleeping on the roof like this. With just like a freaking little UV light protecting me from zombies gnawing on my face while I slumber. Are you a bad guy? Nope. Nope, you're not. Most zombies don't sit, I don't think. So I think we're good. What do we got down here? Alright, doesn't seem like I can go any farther that way. Oh well, let's just move on, shall we? Now, FSR Balanced. So, why don't we just go through the settings real quick just to show you we're still on high and everything's still the same. So let's look at these advanced settings too. Of course, for some reason we gotta scroll back to the top. It should just auto-scroll me back up there. But, whatever. But, there we are, we're almost to the bottom, and there we are. Let's go do a bench. FSR Balanced Benchmark's all finished. About the same average, 29.99. Minimum's about the same, and we want a whopping 1 FPS on the max, so all within the realm of being the same, you know? But, anyway, why don't we go check out how it at least looks, because it's probably going to play exactly the same. Well, let's get ourselves some FSR Balanced gameplay, but first let's get the heck out of here. Oh shit, I'm still stuck like on this fucking place. Well, that's shitty. How the hell do I get out of here, damn it? Can I climb up here? Alright, where we got I can go? Well, not into a tree. About the same FPS, though, as I was expecting. Well, let's try to parachute. Okay, I don't remember what the parachute is. Fuck. Oh well, we died. I couldn't remember what the parachute was, therefore we are dead. Alright, well let's just respawn real quick. Huh, doesn't take very long to respawn, does it? Sucks I'm still stuck here, though.
The more time we waste on this, the longer it'll take to do it right.
Oh, maybe I can just jump down there? I don't know. Probably not. If I do, I'll probably die. Let's try it, though. Fuck it. Alright, now. Alright. Now, can I jump over to this bitch? Oh, yeah, I can. Then we can go through here while crawling. And alright, moving on. Now we got FSR Performance to do. So, leaving everything else exactly the same. And of course, let's check out these guys too. Alright, benchmark time, and then it's gameplay time. Well, everything's about the same. We got about the same average, same minimum. Max went up a little bit, like 3 FPS, but who really cares about the max? I care more about averages. And minimums, of course, but we can't really tell what the minimums are going to be by this stupid benchmark because it always lags every time it goes between every single scene. So, kind of pointless, really. But still, let's get into the game. Here is some FSR performance now. As you can see, it does not look good whatsoever, but at the same time, we get the same, if not worse, FPS than we did before. So, definitely would not recommend. Oh, we can jump down there, it looks like. Oh, I almost jumped off the edge of that bitch. That would not have been good. I would have surely died and fallen to my death again, because I do not remember how to use that damn paraglider thing. Well, let's go down here, I guess. Oh, we can go up here. Ooh, we almost woke him up. Have to be careful and sneaky. Alright, let's jump over here real quick. Oh, almost got him again. But we can just kill him. There we go. And we can probably get him too. And alright, now we can move on to my settings. Now it's time to do my settings. So, I had to sit here for a little while, fiddling with shit, but I wanted it to look good at the same time, so it wasn't quite as easy as just pick one of the presets. I had to sit here and fiddle. So it's mostly a medium and low affair, unfortunately. Can't really get away with high on anything. And even with this, we don't quite hit 30 all the time. But anyway, let's go run a bench. Now, for my settings, we got 30. And we still got the same minimum. Like I said, it always stays the same. And we maxed out at 60. So, very interesting. And that's with no upscaling at all. So now, why don't we go ahead and see how my settings play out. Well, here we go with my settings now. So let's just run around and get a little gameplay. Can't quite stay at 60 all the time, but it's not so bad. Now, speaking of which, why don't we just limit it to 30? Fuck it. Here we go. Let's just limit it to 30. Screw it. because that's what I would do. So it's my settings, and that's what I would do, so let's fucking do it. Uh-oh. I hurt myself a little. Damn. Are you a good guy? Okay, you're not trying to rip my face off, so I'm assuming you're a good guy. But as you can see, we're still dropping down like 27, 28 here and there. Alright, those guys are good guys too. Even you're a good guy.
You got there, Aiden.
Alright, well, screw it. Let's just move on.
Well, alright, guys. Pause so I wouldn't get eaten by zombies. But let's get ourselves some camera gameplay now. I'm not used to playing this game with a controller, so... Hey, fuck you, dude. I hit you. Haha. Oh. You wanna rumble? Guess not. Zombie! Alright, let's just run around a little bit more here. But yeah, no matter what I did, I couldn't really make it get over 30 FPS all the time, no matter what, without turning on FSR, and FSR kind of makes everything look like bullshit, so you can use that if you want, and I even tried using the Steam Deck FSR, and that just doesn't turn on for this game. It doesn't work in every game. I figured it was like a, no matter what, as long as you turn the toggle on, it's on, but no, that's not the case. Some games it just refuses to do anything. No matter what I did, it just said off. So you have to use the in-game FSR, and it's 1.0, and yeah, FSR 1.0 on a little tiny screen like this made everything look like crap, so I decided instead to sit there and just tinker with shit until it got pretty much around 30 most of the time, but still actually looked pretty decent too. No high settings, unfortunately. No matter what I did, if I did high, it would be dropping down into the 20s, like low 20s, like not just 27, 28, 26. It would drop all the way down to like 22, and one time I saw it drop down all the way to 19, and I was like, holy shit. I jump in the air. Nah. I want to show you respect. Respect is earned, not given. Sounds like it's nighttime. Or getting to be. See, we still drop down to like 26 here and there, so not the most optimally fun game to play, unless you're okay with 30 and under FPS, but it at least works fucking now. Before, I couldn't even get it to launch. It would just launch, crash, launch, crash, launch, crash, so this is still a fucking improvement. And besides, this is a freaking portable device. If I just wanted to play this game and hadn't already beat it, I could probably make do with this. If I was just out on vacation or something and got to my hotel room, want to wind down from doing vacation-y things all day, then I could just chill back and just mess around with this thing. Alright, now it's nighttime, so we'll get a little nighttime gameplay too. Fuck it. I ain't going down there, though. I'll get mauled to death by zombies. Yeah, we're in the safe zone. Oh, what the fuck? Get up there, you.
Fuck me. People will always complain. We're alive, and that's what counts.
Yep.
Good seeing you.
Sounds about right, dude. That guy knows how a world works. What's this guy doing? You having fun up there, champ? I think he's a little drunk or something. But that's pretty funny.
What up, Aiden?
I'm just glad my new Steam Deck fan also doesn't buzz and do a bunch of weird shit too. Yeah, we still have down to like 24 over here. Where the fuck was that at? Must be something to do with the lighting or something. But like I said, if people want a little more FPS, you're gonna have to just deal with turning the in-game FSR on. Turn it down to like quality or something like that. And it'll be more like a 30 to 40 FPS experience. It just looks a little soft and a little weird. Such weird looking shit. I don't even know how to use my parachute with this shit. I jumped off a building earlier and just kind of died. Mashed a bunch of buttons. Didn't end up working out for me there. But, alrighty. I think that's probably good enough for the camera gameplay. So, at least the game works again. Maybe I just had bad luck and it worked for everybody else the whole time, but I wanted to at least show you guys that the game runs and all of that good stuff. So, now, I think we should go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Dying Light 2, Stay Human, on the Steam Deck. And it may not be the highest FPS experience, but at least it's playable-ish. I'd like a little more FPS, but I didn't like the way FSR made it look, so I chose to just deal with sub 30 FPS with it still looking halfway decent. Obviously, if you guys want to do some FSR, you saw in the benchmarks it definitely helped on like low and very low. Game just looked like garbage at that point. Anyway, that's about all I got for you guys for this particular game. At least it runs now, so glad about that. So that's all I got. Now it's time for me to go work on another Steam Deck video. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out, guys.